So in this lab, an Ohm's law lab, we were able to find the resistance of a resistor by graphing current, which is I, versus voltage, which is delta V. So the lab itself was pretty simple. All we had to do was, turn the knob and manipulate the voltmeter to the right amount of voltage to see the different currents of resistance. Well, it had all the same resistance. See the different currents. So once we got all our data points, we used 3 volts, 6 volts, 9, 12, 15, and 18, and we were able to see that we got 0.03 amps for 3 volts, 0.06, 0.09, 0.12, 0.15, 0.18. So we went to graph that. We found the slope between the two. So current obviously was on the y-axis, potential difference was on the x-axis. We found a slope of 0.01. So now that we have that number as our slope, that's actually, so the equation we would use is I equals, or current equals the potential difference over the resistance. We could also write that as 1 over the resistance times the potential difference. So 1 over the resistance was actually our slope. So 1 over R equals 0.01. So R itself is 100. So we can verify that we did this lab correctly because the setting on the voltmeter was 100 ohms of resistance. So that just goes to show that this lab did work out, and that we were able to meet the objective. So as you can see, we had a percent error of 0% because we ended up with 100 ohms, which is exactly what we should have. Some possible sources of error. It was a simple lab, but perhaps we could have read the data wrong, or there could have been some discrepancies in graphing. Certainly, the line of best fit may have not been perfect, but we still, we were still able to get the right value. So overall, this lab was a success.